So today I'll be showing you exactly how you can use PoAI or Poe.com to test out different GPTs and different AI models to see exactly their differences and which ones would fit for whatever it is that you're doing. So to begin, we're going to try out the initial one that they give us, which is the GPT-5 chat. And we're going to go ahead and ask it a question. Now we're going to be asking the same question to each GPT and each bot or model to see what differences we get. And this is basically how you will use Poe to compare different models when you are using different AIs. So now the question that we'll be asking it is, explain quantum computing for beginners. We'll go ahead and enter. And now we're using the GPT-5 one, and this is what it's going to give us. So now that we're comparing it, we can see, okay, do we like this response? We can evaluate it, see how it fits, and then we can immediately compare with web search, compare with Gemini 2.5 Pro, or compare with Grok 4. So let's go ahead and compare with Grok 4. Now, when you're using Poe, you do have a limited amount of free points, just like any other tool. So in order to do this, you're going to have to either buy the or upgrade to continue using it and comparing, or just use your daily budget. I believe it's a daily budget or monthly budget. So we can continue with our current budget. We have an available points of 2,990. Now the current request is going to cost 1,024. So we're going to go ahead and continue with our budget and see what happens. And then you can basically look at the two models, see what you receive from this, compare it with the new Grok 4 one that we've just done, and see if it fits what we're trying to do. So in the case that you're doing something very particular, maybe you're creating or analyzing data in a more professional setting, you can try these different models and evaluate them while using Poe. But like I said, in order to have, pretty much limitless comparisons, you're going to have to pay for more credits because you are given a finite amount of credits to compare. So you can also ask it to speak this in 11 Labs, which would basically be creating text to speech, but we're not going to bother with this. You can compare with Queen Coder, you can compare with Claude Opus Reasoning, so let's go ahead and try that as well. Now, see, as you can see here, we finally reached our limits. We have only 1,000 available, and to do it with something like a larger model like this, it would request more credits. So you can go and see how you would go about doing this within Poe. So as you can see here, 10,000 points a day, it'll cost us $62 a year, million points a month, and that's going to be 250, etc., etc. So if you do want to compare and actively see the differences, you can do it through Poe, but you would have to pay for it for the higher level models that we were just taking a look at. So let's go back and see what else we have. As you can see here, you have different search bots, different image generation bots, video generation, and you can go ahead and literally compare on your own by testing these out through Poe, or doing a comparison for each prompt that we just did by seeing the suggestions that they provide for you. So let's go ahead and try for fun. Let's see if we can even do the Claude without paying for it, perhaps, if we're not doing a comparison. Let's see if it works. No, you're still going to have to pay. So for the higher model ones, you're going to definitely have to pay for. For the ones that are a bit more generic, you can use your credits to test out and then do the comparisons that way. So for instance, you can use Grok 4, GPT-5, and I would assume Gemini 2.5 as well. So let's give it a go and see if that works out. And that would likely also work on your free credit plan. But once again, if you wanted to use this in more extensive form and try out all the different models, I'd highly recommend upgrading. But this is basically how you utilize Poe to analyze different AI models and different chatbots by just simply comparing on your own, or by comparing in the compare section at the bottom of your prompt once completed, as we saw in the previous section, like so. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.